tore us up.
Yeah.
We're just coming out of that. And brothers growing up with our fathers being in jail and this and that. And now, because of what we went through, we're like, that's not happening.
It's a lot of fathers out, man. Big dedicated, man.
Big dedicated. Shout out Keem. Like, that's not happening. We're not going to let that happen on our watch.
No.
We got to be better. And me and my wife, this is a conversation we had. Me and my wife leaving Pun's son's birthday party. And I don't want to talk about it too much if you don't want to, but just me and my wife seeing you interact with your son.
Oh, yeah. You can talk about that for sure.
Dude.
I love it.
It was so heartwarming or just heartfelt just to see this young black man having the patience and the love for your son.
Bro.
And you were in it. Like, and I was I was in awe, just like, damn, this is my brother.
Yeah.
But getting to see him be this amazing father and this loving, patient father with his son.
Bro, let me tell you something. That shit has been like the hardest, like literally the hardest shit ever I've ever had to deal with. But I would say like the rewards are so much greater, bro.
Dude.
It's amazing, bro. Working with my son every day, damn near. And I ain't gonna say damn near. I work with my son every day. I'm finding research every day. I'm sending it to his mom.
Yeah.
And just me doing research and finding new ways to implement of handling my son is making me and my baby mom relationship better, bro.
Wow.
It's super dope, bro. It's super dope. Like how that my son has taught me so much patience. He's taught me so much of about myself as well too. And like, man, like I want to make sure that I do everything. Cause once again, I think, like I said before, the future.
Yeah.
I look at the future of my son's life.
Right.
And how can I get him to be self-sustainable?
Self-sufficient.
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
And that shit, when you think about it, because recently, I don't know, did you see the guy, the kid that was autistic that beat his teacher up?
Yeah.
And they gave him 5 years in prison, bro.
Right.
And I seen that. I was like, oh man, I'm like, that's fucked up because that boy couldn't
control.
He couldn't control that, bro.
He hadn't had the tools.
No.
Yeah.
It's how his brain works.
Yeah.
And a lot of early intervention is what will really help. And man, big shout out to OT because his son is autistic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
shout out to OT, man.
Yeah, man. His baby mama helped give me a lot of
so is
resources.
OT's son older than your son?
Yeah.
Okay.
His son is 15.
15. So he has experience.
He's seen it, and I've seen it firsthand with his son.
Okay.
So he was kind of like one of the first people told me too, like your son may get him checked out.
Yeah.
He may be autistic, and once I've seen that, the struggles that he went through and what his baby mama went through was able to help me. That's going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've seen that and I was like, oh, okay, damn. And I'm on it though. But just, watching my son progress, he's still nonverbal right now, but we just got him potty trained.
Yeah.
He's potty trained now. And bro, he's super, super smart, super, super good kid. And I'm just doing everything that I can in my power to make sure that he's, getting the care that he needs. But I love it, bro. I love it.
It is transparent how much you love him. Because my wife
100%.
was very touched.
Yeah.
Like she was like, but you're a big old dude, tattoos, how you look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was like, I would have never expected that from him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so what you're doing is major for your son. It's major for people that are witnessing it. It's major for whoever's a part of it. And we had a long conversation about it. And it was just like, that was amazing of you. And it's amazing of what you're doing. It's amazing of your whole team, your woman, the mother,
and a lot of people like, they don't know, like I literally like during the week, especially on the weekends, I don't really go out on the weekends.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I spend time with my son and it's dope because he lives around the corner now.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So I'm able to see him every single day, picking him up from school, work with him and stuff like that. But a lot of the times, bro, I do that shit alone. And I take 100%, you know what I'm saying, pride in that. I love as a father, with my little boy.
Right.
Like we get our bonding time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And bro, just every single day, I'm just finding out new stuff.
New stuff.
Changes. We went from having like 7, 8 tantrums a day to none. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Does diet play
Diet
a part?
is everything.
Diet is everything?
Yes, bro.
See, look
Diet
at
is
that.
everything.
That's-
Diet is everything. I've literally took all the sweets and snacks out of my house.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've seen an immediate, was it immediate?
Damn near immediate.
Really?
Yeah, because, you know, like my son, it's hard to get him to eat things.
Mhm.
He wants sugar 24/7.
Okay.
24/7.
Is he particular, like he wants the same thing all the time? Or
Nah, that nigga wants sugar. He
wants sugar. Give me something sweet,
from down to the, if it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, he going for the jelly.
Yeah.
If it's pancakes,
Syrup.
it gotta have the syrup on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So,
You got a sugar tooth like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I got a snack cabinet, right? Because my daughter, she's in high school. You know, she get her snacks for lunch and stuff. And his first thought when he wake up in the morning, he going to the snack cabinet. Right. And it went from like showing me the snack cabinet
to going to get it himself.
He waits till I go to the bathroom. And then he'll get this chair. And I'm like, that's just dope too, that he's
thinking,
improvising.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll get the chair, he'll go down there. And if I'm taking a shit or something, I'll come back down, nigga. It's like 5 bags of Oreos. That's the first thing in the morning. You feel me? It's like 5 bags of Oreos open.
Went to town.
Yeah, he went to town because he know he got a small window
before daddy comes back.
Yeah. So, but you know, it went from waking up in the morning, he seen that, no. Then it's a tantrum.
Right.
Then it was bad tantrums. And then that'd be like 4 or 5 tantrums in the day.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I just need to eliminate this. And it went from literally, he didn't drink no water. He drink water now. You know, still trying to like get him to eat different type of things. But that comes with time. But yeah, literally like went from 5 or 6 tantrums a day to damn near none now.
Right. That's a beautiful thing. I grew up with a Down syndrome cousin, Stevie. I talk with him. I joke, we do our little funny thing. But I grew up with my older cousin, Stevie, who was Down syndrome. And that's way different than autism.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a cousin who's special needs too that's older than me.
And growing up with him as my older cousin, like he was like 15 years older than me, but him being my older cousin, always it gave that experience or that exposure gave me a different outlook on people with disabilities, right? Because it's like, I remember people laughing at my cousin, you know what I mean? And me being mad and like, don't do, or whatever. But he was the most loving person. He always, no matter what, right now he's 55. I'm still, to this day, he'll call me his baby cousin. You know what I mean? Like, and put me under his arm and like, is anybody messing with you or anything? And it's just like, damn, these people, they may have a disability, but they're gifted. They're special.
Yeah, 100%.
And like the special need thing is like, they're special spirits. And I got into it with my wife, not got into it, but I showed her like a big old white autistic boy. He was huge. And his mom was trying to contain like a tantrum that he was having, and he was hitting her.
Oh, yeah.
And so I told my wife, I was like, because she's in the social field, mental field or whatever. And I was like, what do you think about that? What should they do? Like, should they have gave him a whippings earlier or this and that? She was like, no, a whipping ain't gonna do nothing. She was like, that's not
it's something that's coming. It's something his brain is telling him to do. It's not a behavioral thing. It's something that like your brain is literally telling you,
this is what you need to do.
Yes, basically. And you can't stop that. So autistic kids, they stem. It could come in different, like sometimes they can like, flap their hands, or like I just seen one with a little girl, like she crosses her eyes.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, so stem is like a behavior that they do, like a movement?
to regulate your emotions.
Okay.
So yeah, like I seen a little girl, she was like, I don't know how to cross my eyes, but that's my stem. My eyes just cross in random times and stuff too. Oh, and then so it's like certain kids they'll flap. Yeah. They'll spin.
Yeah, I've seen the spinning thing where they can just spin it.
They can spin all day and stuff too. And they just look at the world differently. Right. Or like, they'll line up stuff. They'll line things up. Things gotta be a certain way too. So yeah, bro. It's just once you start educating yourself on what's going on and how to handle situations, because at first for my son, I thought it was a behavioral thing. Right. And I'm like, nah, don't do this, don't do that. And it's
thought he was being like bad, or
I thought he was just being bad. Yeah. And it's like, no, you're not being bad. It's just this is what your brain is telling you, and there's certain ways that you can handle it. So I've learned how to like handle it. And then too, for autistic kids, like you want you to be the safe place for your kid.
Right.
So even like now, even like yesterday, I was I had to park my car a little better. And I told my brother, I'm like, hey, take my son in the house. He thinking I'm about to leave. He like, I don't want to go with my uncle. I want to stay with my dad.
Right.
You feel me? And that was about to be a tantrum. I'm like, hey, no. Or sometimes if I say, hey, I'll go get the family some food. He don't want to leave. I'm like, come on, just come ride with me.
Just come on.
Yeah.
But he's like your road dog. Like he's your ace.
Exactly. So
he want to be with dad at all times.
But with coming with that, then you put positive reinforcements in the things that he wants. So yeah. Instead of like, okay, look, you don't have to throw a tantrum. You do this, you get this. This is your reward and stuff too. So
So you taking moments to be learning lessons, like okay, so we're gonna benefit this behavior and it's all.
And a lot of that is at schools too. My son has been to tomorrow. It's gonna be his fourth school this year.
Okay.
Yep, because these programs, whatever's best for him, that's what he needs to be in.
Yeah.
So we went through 4 schools this year so far, and this is about to be the 4th.
Okay.
That he's starting tomorrow.
And so this is I'm big on communication, right? Like, but I feel like us as brothers, we keep a lot of stuff in, and we don't share enough
100%.
information with each other or what we're going through. Like, God bless OT. Thank God OT had the wisdom or the know-it-all to be, hey, let's get this looked at. Let's get nephew looked at, see what this is going on, and to be able to move there. But there might be a bunch of brothers, a lot of brothers that are in the same situation that don't know, that don't have an OT.
Yeah, and that's why it's important to talk about it too. So many times when I share my experiences, like on the pod, there's always men that be hitting me up like, thank you, bro. I need to, check it out and figure this out. Or, bro, people be asking me for tips and I be giving them tips.
That's beautiful.
I'll send voice messages right through the DMs and stuff like that too.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, it's important to talk about it.
And so with your son, he's benefiting from your relationship, clearly, from having a good father.
100%.
How are you benefiting from, as a person, as a man, how have you benefited from raising your son?
Learning patience, bro. Learning patience, because especially my son not being verbal, he will be upset about things or he'll want something and you don't know. So you have to try to figure that out and get to the core of what a tantrum is, or why is he, acting this way, or what does he want? And bro, it's just ultimately patience.